Okay, we're gonna look at the structures of the urinary system and the reproductive system. I have a female pig, so first we will start with the kidney. There's two of them, one on either side. The abdominal aorta, I know it's going to be difficult to see, but it's the structure that runs right here that you can kind of see my probe running up and down. That's the abdominal aorta. The renal artery is right here. It's this blue artery, or not artery, I'm sorry, the renal vein. The artery lies kind of behind it. It's difficult to see, but it is directly behind it. And then next we have the the ureter. The ureter runs down here. You can see it right here. It's this thick walled organ, and that runs down into the urinary bladder, which is located right here. This is the side of the urinary bladder. I was kind of starting to tear it whenever I was removing the connective tissues around it, so I could only get the side of it here, but that is the urinary bladder. And then the urethra actually meets with the vagina on the exterior of the pig. That is right here. Next, the inferior vena cava, that is right here, running upwards. And then we have the umbilical vein and artery. Those are both in this layer. You can kind of see the blue side here and the red side, but they both run up into the umbilical cord. There's one on either side. And then the external iliac artery and the external iliac vein, those are located right here's the vein, and the artery is right in here. You can see this little red area where my probe is. That runs up behind the vein. Okay, now I have a female pig, so I'm going to go over the female anatomy. This is the ovary. There's one on both sides, and then you have the uterine horn. It's really hard to see because it's so small, but the ovarian artery, it begins right here and branches off of the abdominal aorta and comes into the ovaries right here. Like I said, it's very hard to see again. Same with the uterus. So we follow the horns down into the top of the uterus, and you can really only see the top of it. Like I said, I didn't want to start tearing it whenever I was cutting away some of these connective tissues. It was very difficult, but here's the uterus underneath that umbilical cord area. And then the uterus then turns into the vagina, which I could not get uncovered, but here's the external anatomy of the vagina. And that concludes the reproductive and the urinary systems.